Yeah, so my logic was that either let us be in the top 150 or a kind of a top 150 institution, which is a worldwide top 150, not only a top 150 in India, but there are certain hindrances like cost, and other one is emotional factors. Now the emotional factor doesn't play in your case because if you've got an IIT Chennai, you wouldn't bother, right? You would just still travel to IIT Chennai, or if you get an IIT Delhi, you would come to IIT Delhi, right? So any which ways you have to stay away from home, right? So it doesn't play in your case. The financial factor does, definitely does. In case of all Indians, it does. So how do we play against it? So back in US, they have a policy of financial aid. Okay. Arshit, now here comes a question that any guesses that what would be the cost to study at MIT for electronical engineering or electrical engineering? Sorry, I can't hear you. Are you on mute? Sorry?
No, I'm not. No?
Yeah, it's very low. It's very low. The sound is very low.
Now can you hear?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. So this thing, you mean Massachusetts Institute of Technology?
Yeah, Massachusetts, right.
Around 70 lakhs.
Per annum?
Yeah, per annum.
No,
probably.
it is approximately, it is a little lower. It is not as high as you think it to be. The cost would be round about say 52 lakhs per annum. Okay. And yes, if you are calculating cost of living plus attendance, okay, cost of living and tuition, then definitely you are correct. Okay, 52 plus another 12 is round about 64. But if you're calculating only tuition fee, then it is 52 lakhs. So now at MIT, to all of our surprise, more than say 35% students, they do not pay any tuition fee. Okay. Now that does not happen even at IITs, right? So how does that happen? That happens because they have a policy in United States which states that if your family income is less than $65,000 and you are applying to a need-based university where they look upon the kind of financial need that you have, okay, you might be provided a huge amount of financial aid. Now, Harvard, MIT, according to calculations, they say that if your family income is less than $65,000, you will not be able to contribute more than 10 to 15% of the tuition fee. So that means remaining 90% has to be borne by the university. And they're ready to do that. So what they're looking at is particularly your academic achievements, your extracurriculars, your overall profile. Okay, how fit are you for that particular university and particular rigor? They also look at your family income per annum, putting across all the members, the asset value that the family possesses. Okay, they put all of that together and then they do an assessment as to how much financial aid should be given to you. So now my question is, Ashrith, that if we get this kind of an aid, may not be 100%, maybe say 50%, 60%, whatever is the percentage. Do you think it would be a choice for you to go there? You're fine. Okay. So that means we are positively opportunistic. That means we are positively opportunistic, and I don't want to state it as a negative word, because that, wherever we get the best opportunity, be it in India, be it abroad, and if we get it at a decent cost, affordable to our pocket and affordable to the family, then we go for it. True? Sure. Ashit, take me through your marks right from class 9th till now.
Class 9, annual in maths, I got.
I would like to have overall percentages, roundabout overall percentages.
So ninth final, I got around 93, 92 or
Okay.
something. And then 10th midterm, I got 95.
Wow.
And then this thing, pre-boards, first one, it didn't come well. It came around 88. And
Okay.
then the second board, I got around 94. And
Wow.
then third pre-board also 94.
Wow. Great. And then the boards got cancelled.
Yeah, boards got cancelled.
You are happy with that?
It's kind
You shouldn't be
of
happy,
confused.
man. You at least shouldn't be happy. If the boards had happened, my friend, you would have, I mean, you would have just rocketed through the ceiling, man. I'm sure about that. Right? Bad luck, yeah. Bad luck, Ashrith. Right? So, no problems. So now the situation is that based on the calculation that CBSE is doing, I believe you would land up somewhere around, say, a 91, 92%. Okay. If I am correct, 91, 92%, what I can guess through. So calculations are now done. Schools are about to send the results in the next 2 days to CBSE. So we should be getting the results. Which school were you from?
Delhi Public School.
DPS.
Delhi Public, Bangalore South.
DPS Bangalore. Whitefield or which one?
No, South.
Acha.
Kanakpura Road.
Okay. 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 So that is how this calculation goes. So your academics is pretty strong. Now, acha, that is dad around, right? Acha, I'm so sorry. I thought that you are the elder brother.
No, not a issue.
Okay.
Compliment.
Yeah, I mean, he looks far more younger than a dad of somebody who's in class 11th. Okay. So, sir, now the situation is that with this kind of academics, uh, although I do not guarantee this, but chances are very heavy that we might get into a university like National University of Singapore with a decent scholarship. So, National University of Singapore has a science and technology scholarship which can go up to 100% tuition fee, entire living cost, which is 6,500 Singaporean pounds, uh, one-time settling allowance of 200 Singaporean dollars, and a one-way air ticket from India to Singapore. Now, this entire thing is dependent upon academics, leadership activities, and extracurriculars. But 70% of the weightage is actually on acads. Where very decently, Ashrith, you have been able to manage your scores till date. And if you manage doing that for the next 1.5 years, then we sail it through. It's pretty logical to look at it. Also, Singapore being a close by destination, okay, it's very from the mental state of parents, it is very. Sir, I cannot hear you. Sorry.
I think 4 hours.
Sorry.
4 hours.
It's just 4 hours.
4 hours.
Right. It's just 4 hours. So for me, it is same from Delhi to Chennai or Delhi to Singapore. It's the same thing for me, right? So same for you guys as well. So that way it is a great destination. And again, in terms of ranking, it is in the top 20 of the world. In fact, for engineering, NUS and NTU, Nanyang Technological University, both of them, they rank in the top 20. Okay. So if you check the QS ranking system, you will be able to understand the ranking of both of these universities. So that is a possibility.
Can you come back with the other university other than Singapore?
Nanyang Technological University, NTU.
And this is Singapore is?
Both of them is in Singapore. National University of Singapore was the first one. Second is Nanyang Technological University.
Okay, both of them are in Singapore. Okay.
Yeah, and both of them are in the top 20s of the world for technological courses.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. And both of them have the same kind of scholarship program.
Okay, great.
So that should be on your priority list. Now, we talked about academics, but I also told you that they look at extracurrics and leadership.
Yeah.
So in terms of extracurrics, in between class 9th to class 11th or class 12th, where are you at the moment? I mean, what kind of activities have you done?
Nothing. Basketball. I used to go to basketball in 9th.
Leadership though.
Leadership or
No.
extracurricular?
Any extracurrics. Give me all the extracurrics that you've done.
Okay, basketball. Okay, and then I've been to Model United Nation,
Okay.
and then what?
Did you do anything related to science?
Yeah. There was this competition called IFT.
Okay.
So I participated in that, but then we didn't get through the first stage.
That's okay. You participated, right?
Yeah, we participated. Like me and two other of my friends.
Yeah.
We
So it's a team
went in as
participation.
team participation.
Okay. So we need to add a few more things in that list now.
Yeah.
That is the concern area.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be done. Also, it's a piece of advice that do appear for ACT exam.
ACT.
That's an international exam.
Okay, ACT.
ACT, ACT. So that's an international exam for applying to universities in United States. Some other countries also value that exam, although it's not a mandatory requirement, but they value that exam. So for example, NUS and NTU, both of them, they give good amount of weightage to ACT as well. Now, ACT, if you look at the exam, it has one portion which is related to mathematics, one portion which is related to verbal, which is English, and a third portion which is related to science. So math and science you'll be easily able to handle. Yeah. The English portion is very tricky. Okay, so you'll have to check that out. So I request kindly look at a diagnostic test of ACT available on the internet. If you can't find one, let us know. We can send you a diagnostic test link. Okay. So without any preparation, just go ahead and take the diagnostic. If you take that diagnostic today itself, you will be able to know that where do you stand in terms of an opportunity. Because this is a basic requirement as far as standardized exams are concerned. Other than this, the only exam that you'll have to appear for is the TOEFL, test of English as foreign language. Rest, you can keep on preparing for India. Are you also planning to give the KVPY exam or?
KVPY. I'm planning to give KVPY.
Great, Ashrith. You probably would not know.
I've taken NTSC.
NSTSC or NTSC?
NTSC.
NTSC. What was your rank?
I couldn't get through, but I got 145 out of 200.
Decent. So,
but then cutoff was 164.
That's okay. That's okay. It wasn't the experience matters. But now KVPY, believe me, I would like to inform the entire family here that KVPY has a relevance not only in India. KVPY has a relevance in Singapore. KVPY has relevance in United States. KVPY has relevance in Germany. Okay. All three places. Okay. So please take that exam very seriously. If you can make it to a good rank, if you can clear the first round, get to the interview at least, that is a huge achievement. Any which ways, if you are a research prone kind of a student, and if you can get through an IISc, IIScr or IIST through the KVPY, nothing like it. I mean, they are again in the world top 150. So I would definitely encourage you to go through these kind of institutions. But any which ways, you should take that exam seriously. Also, there is another exam that happens that is called NSTSE.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've heard
NSTSE. So don't worry about writing, sir. This is meeting is getting recorded, so I'll transfer you the link.
No, just for the sake of notes, like reference, that's it, nothing else.
Okay, so NSTSE is also a good bet. So you appear for that. So all these kind of national level entrances, even your joint entrance mains, they have a relevance in Singapore.
Okay.
Okay, so when you are applying, if you send your joint entrance score sheet to them,
Yeah.
they really like to look at it because they want to know that how competitive are you. Okay, it shows your competitiveness.
Yeah.
And what kind of opportunities you might have left back in India. Okay,
Yeah.
so they try to understand that how passionate are you about the university that you are applying. So now, in terms of extracurriculars, I plan to associate you a few tasks, most of which is experimental physics.
Okay.
If I were in your position and if I wanted to apply to a Stanford, MIT, Brown, or Michigan, or probably UIUC or NUS or NTU, I would have taken physics very seriously, taken my field of electrical very seriously. I would have taken a few extra courses beyond my CBSE material, beyond my JE material, and I would have tried to create something out of it which can help mankind in whatsoever possibility. Probably you can create an equipment that helps agriculture. Probably you can create an equipment that can create security. Okay, that can work towards security, or artificial intelligence plus electronic mixed equipment might be a robot of any sort. Okay, probably an equipment that can help a blind person, probably an equipment that can help a deaf person, anything of that sort which can help at least one man in this entire universe in whatever way possible. Okay, so there is another student of mine who is from Mumbai. This fellow studies at the one of the Narayana Techno schools. So he's just moved from one school to Narayana Techno. He's in 11th this year.
Yeah.
So this fellow is working on Mars rover model. Okay. So he's made Mars rover 1, 2, 3, and now he's moved on to the fourth one. And all of those are developing programs. So, I mean, he's developed first one, then the second one looked far better, third, and now the fourth one. So I'll send you a link of his YouTube channel. You can have a look at, how he's developed the entire thing. So that is something that university is looking forward to, that, how are you excelling towards applying the science that you're studying?
Yeah.
And how strongly do you relate to the world around you? How strongly do you want to help people around you? For them, asking somebody to come on campus who can help the universe is of more importance than asking somebody who is a school topper. They actually don't care about school toppers. They care about people who have the passion to serve others. Okay. So this is something that is very, very inevitable. So I would request you to do as many projects as possible. And in our case, what we do is we associate a mentor with you who helps you in ideating about these kind of projects and executing them as well.
Yeah.
So when we end this meeting today, my colleague Anjali will send you an email that will have the link to a meeting between the mentor and one of my students. So you can actually visualize that, what is happening inside that meeting. How is the counselor or how is the mentor?
Meeting.
Yeah, it's a recorded.
Yeah,
it's a recorded. So all our meetings are recorded normally. So we will send you one, so you'll get to understand. And it's fun also. As a science student, please understand. I mean, let's think that कि अपन को नहीं देना है जॉइंट एंट्रेंस और सब हटाओ और अपने को बोला जाए कि यार जो तुम साइंस पढ़ते हो उसके साथ खेलना है अपने को, तो मजा आएगा ना. That's what it is. I hope you understand Hindi. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I understand Hindi.
Okay, great. So that is one. And second thing is that we need to have consistent social service. Okay. These are two very important things. Third, what I think is that we need to do a few courses. Like you are interested in artificial intelligence. But have you studied at Gino?
No.
Acha. Any course on artificial intelligence?
No, not on artificial intelligence, but I've done, like, there's this thing which was there in DPS called B-Box. So there we used to do a certain amount, like minute amount of programming and then making stuff and all the developing things like that.
Okay. So what we can do is we can end up doing a few courses online. Okay. And some of the top universities of the world, in fact, including MIT, they offer a lot of free courses, free resources. So what can we do as a team is that my team can do a little bit of a research and figure out that what is perfect for you as a course, and they can send you the relevant links. Okay. And they will also make you understand that what is the importance and why is the course being sent to you. So when you go through that course, you're able to at least adapt one new technology. So in a due course of time, when you're adapting 2 or 3 different kinds of technologies, you can mix and match and start creating something out of that. So that is the way to progress. So these couple of things, not deviating you much from your joint entrance preparation. I don't want that to happen. But a couple of things that can probably enhance your resume, even if you stay back in India. Like, for example, if you're appearing for the KVPY entrance and you get through the first one, and then there is an interview process. So in the interview process, if you are able to tell them that, you know, what kind of projects you've been able to do and what kind of stuff you've been doing.
So one second. Can my parents leave? They have some work. So
sure, that's absolutely fine. We are also at the end of it.
Okay.
So what we will do is we'll just send you an email, and in case you guys have more questions, we can take it forward from there. Right?
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So that's how it is. Thank you so much for your time. And do you have any more questions for me?
One question I had, how is UK in terms of education?
It's pretty good. There are very good old institutions there.
Yeah, like Cambridge or Oxford.
Like Cambridge, Oxford, or say London Business School, or say King's College London, Warwick. But in terms of technical education,
yeah, technical. Maybe only for that's what I thought. Maybe only for art-related courses.
Majorly. So US, Canada, Singapore, and Germany are the 4 places which are known for technology. So I would request you more to look at US, Canada, and Singapore. Okay, because you do not probably know German. So
German,
yeah, so then Germany won't be a probability. Otherwise, you can look at all 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will send you a cost sheet also that will tell you about the cost of studying at various places or various parts of the world. That will help the parents understand the situation. And thereafter, if you have a change of mind regarding dividing your targets between India and abroad, you can let us know. We can probably join you as a team member and take it forward.
Okay. Suppose, no. One question. Suppose I get, suppose like IIT Madras. That's the top IIT right
in
now.
India.
So I get IIT Madras and NTU.
That will be a very, very difficult choice to make.
Yeah, that's what.
So, you know, but it's lovely to have those confusions. So if you can have that, believe me, I wouldn't have spent the money on NTU. I would have gone for IIT Chennai.
For IIT Madras.
Yeah. Because I would have got a very decent platform out of IIT Chennai as well. And probably I can again go for NTU in my postgrad. But I would love to be in that situation where I have both the offers. At least when I sit for my placements at IIT Chennai, I have that baggage with me, right? So I can brag it to Google that, you know, I got an offer from IIT, NTU as well, right? So probably we bag a 1 crore package from Google then, right? So that's how it works, right? Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate your participation.
My mom has a question.
Sure, please.
Ritesh, it's Sandhya Rao here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have one question. How, what is the amount of the percentage, how much it counts for the co-curricular activities? Since Ashrith is little behind in that.
No worries, ma'am. What we can do, if we join in as a team, we will fill up those gaps.
Generally, I want to know what is the percentage they take for co-curricular activities.
Ma'am, I'll just give you an example. So, UPenn, University of Pennsylvania, one of the top-notch universities of the world, an Ivy League university. They give 25% weightage to standardized exam, 25% weightage to academics, 25% weightage to extracurriculars, and 25% weightage to your application material. Okay. So it is an equal weighted system at top-notch universities of the world. Even if you go to MIT's website, you will be able to read that MIT is saying we do not need class toppers. We need people who can balance their academics with extracurriculars. So it is as important as academics now.
Okay.
Right? Anything else, ma'am, that I can...
Is there any views, or can you please help him to improve on his co-curricular?
That's what my job is, ma'am. You know, as a person, as a counselor, I understand.
So can I resume my basketball coaching, or go to any other sport coaching or anything?
We'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
We'll have to really think about it. But at this point, you know, you'll have to look at your schedule also. I would not like to lose out on your joint entrance training. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would rather persuade you to look at ACADS on one end. ACADS does not only mean your CBSE or your joint entrance, but also your Olympiads and the rest of the stuff. That also counts as extracurriculars.
Yeah.
I would also look at technothons, hackathons, where you will be able to exploit your skills in sciences, ideate and find out solutions. On the third front, I would like to work on projects, which is more of the thing that universities would like to look at. And on the fourth front, probably I would like to do a lot of charity work. Okay. So these are the four things that we can work out on. But my team has to do research about figuring out relevant activities for you. They have to counsel you from time to time. And they have to provide you with deadlines which are sharp, and make sure that you complete those tasks in those deadlines. Only then, you know, collaboratively, we will be able to reach a goal if that happens. Okay. So it has to be a very professional arrangement. Plus, the team will also help you in figuring out your universities in terms of scholarships, job opportunities, and helping you in doing the entire set of applications also. Okay. So it's a very strongly held bond between you and the mentor. So there are 3 mentors who are going to help you. All three of them are psychologists, but one of them has a degree from NIT Jalandhar. Okay, so he's an engineer plus a psychologist. So you can understand the deadly combination. So probably you'll be able to gel in with this person a little more in terms of your projects. The other one is a university admission expert. So he will be able to help your parents more in terms of finalizing their finances and your application process. And the third mentor basically will help you in completing your tasks on time. That's how it works. I'll send you a detailed email on that. So probably you can have a look at it and then take it forward from there. Ma'am, anything else that you like to ask?
Nothing, sir. Nothing else, Ritesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All the best, Ashrith. All the best. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.